Every person alive today shares one great-great-grandmother from 200,000 years ago. Where did we come from? Not the planet, not the universe. Us, humans. For 100 years, scientists have been digging, testing DNA, and rewriting history. In 2026, we have more answers than ever, but also new questions. This is the science of human origins. No myths, just data. Let us walk the 300,000-year journey that made you who you are. Our story begins deep in Africa, roughly 300,000 years ago. Early humans looked remarkably like us, but stronger, with broader brow ridges. They mastered stone tools, controlled fire, and learned to cooperate effectively. Key fossil discoveries in Morocco and Ethiopia clearly prove this ancient lineage. Scientists call them Homo sapiens, which translates literally to wise humans. But they were far from alone. Other unique human types lived alongside them. Africa was a dynamic landscape where different hominin species constantly evolved. Advanced tool-making allowed early groups to thrive in diverse environments. Social bonds and group hunting strategies became essential for long-term survival. Changing weather patterns repeatedly forced communities to adapt or migrate. Symbolic thinking began emerging as early humans expressed ideas visually. Personal ornaments like shell beads reveal early self-expression and cultural identity. Around 70,000 years ago, a pivotal chapter in history unfolded. A small group made the daring decision to leave the African continent. They crossed harsh desert gates and followed endless coastlines into new lands. Generation by generation, they journeyed into Asia, Europe, Australia, and the Americas. How do we know this incredible story? The answer is hidden in your DNA. Populations outside Africa show slightly less genetic diversity across the board. You literally carry the memory of that ancient journey inside every living cell. As Homo sapiens entered Europe and Asia, they encountered ancient evolutionary cousins. In Europe, Neanderthals adapted to the harsh, cold climate over millennia. Across northern Asia, another distinct branch flourished, known today as Denisovans. These distinct species did not simply compete, they interacted and exchanged knowledge. Modern genomic science conclusively proves that interbreeding occurred between these species. Most people living outside Africa today possess 1 to 2% Neanderthal DNA. Populations across Asia and Oceania carry significant traces of Denisovan lineage. We are a living tapestry. Human history is defined by connection and unity. How do geneticists pinpoint these dates so accurately? With the DNA molecular clock. Genetic mutations accumulate naturally at a predictable rate across every generation. By counting these subtle differences, researchers calculate precisely when lineages separated. Mitochondrial Eve refers to the woman from whom all living humans inherit mitochondria. Similarly, Y chromosome Adam lived roughly 300,000 years ago in Africa.
They were not the only humans, but all modern people inherit their genetic line.
Modern science transformed vast family trees into precise mathematical data. What specific biological innovations set Homo sapiens apart from other hominins?
Expanded brain capacity and refined tool-making helped, but one breakthrough changed everything.
Complex language allowed humans to communicate abstract ideas and plan ahead.
Shared stories enabled cooperation in groups numbering hundreds, rather than just small bands.
You literally carry the memory of that ancient journey inside every living cell.
Flutes carved from bird bone and elaborate jewelry signal the dawn of culture.
Populations across Asia and Oceania carry significant traces of Denisovan lineage.
Humans ceased merely surviving. We began seeking purpose and meaning in existence.
So where did humanity originate? The scientific consensus is remarkably clear.
Africa, 300,000 years ago. One species that traveled, met, and merged.
Today, 8 billion human beings populate Earth, all interconnected, distant cousins. While science answers our past, it leaves us with an inspiring question for the future. Similarly, Y chromosome Adam lived roughly 300,000 years ago in Africa. What chapter of human origins fascinates you the most? Share your thoughts below. Subscribe to explore new scientific discoveries every week with us. And remember, you are the living result of 300,000 years of survival. Every stone tool carved by our ancestors represents a stepping stone toward modern civilization. Human curiosity pushed early groups beyond visible horizons into unknown territories. Footprints preserved in ancient mud give us direct snapshots of daily prehistoric life. Dedicated field researchers spend lifetimes piecing together delicate evidence from Earth. Digital reconstruction technology allows scientists to reassemble broken fossils with sub-millimeter precision. Early humans learned to read ecosystem signals, tracking animal migrations with remarkable precision. Inventing cordage and knots allowed early humans to create nets, traps, and durable footwear. Shared hearths provided warmth, safety from predators, and a central space for community bonding. Projective weapons like spears and bows dramatically increased hunting efficiency while reducing danger. Ancient DNA extraction techniques now recover genetic code from bones hundreds of thousands of years old. Evolutionary pressure favored increased cognitive capacity, enabling complex problem-solving in changing habitats. Coastal routes provided abundant seafood resources, fueling brain development and supporting population growth. Artistic decorative patterns on functional objects demonstrate that beauty has always mattered to humans. Red ochre was processed in large quantities, used for body decoration, cave art, and ritual ceremonies. Like migratory birds, our ancestors possessed an innate drive to explore what lay beyond horizon. Every thought, dream, and invention in human history stems from this extraordinary evolutionary journey. By bridging ancient archaeology with modern genomics, we continue uncovering hidden chapters of who we are. Human resilience allowed populations to thrive in scorching deserts, Arctic tundra, and tropical rainforests. Tracking seasonal cycles allowed early humans to anticipate natural patterns and plan food storage. Hand stencils on cave walls are direct signatures across time, saying, "I was here."
Knowledge transfer across generations turned survival instincts into cumulative human culture and tradition.
The human genome contains over 3 billion base pairs, carrying the story of survival. Adaptability remains humanity's greatest evolutionary strength through hundreds of thousands of years. Hand stencils on cave walls are direct signatures across time, saying, "I was here." Separated by thousands of generations, both objects reflect human ingenuity and tool-making desire.
Time has transformed small African nomadic bands into an interconnected global human community.
Every discovery brings us closer to understanding our place in the vast cosmic story. Our shared history reminds us that beneath superficial differences, we are one single family. Together we share one home planet, one deep history, and one collective future ahead.
Thank you for joining us on this incredible 300,000-year human origin journey.
Keep asking questions, keep exploring, and remember your remarkable place in human history.